Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to another video, guys. So as you read by the title, today I'm going to be cooking for my wife Rez, and I'm going to be cooking one of her favorite meals, which is shepherd's pie. So shepherd's pie is like a British kind of dish, but I'm gonna make it a little bit more Asian style. A lot of you guys always say that you miss our cooking videos. I've checked a few videos online on how to do certain things, and this is gonna be my first time cooking shepherd's pie. So you guys are gonna watch me make it. You guys will see step by step, just like you would in our usual cooking videos, except it's not something that I've ever cooked before. And Rez is gonna try it. I'm also gonna try it, and we're gonna see how nice it comes out. So this is basically a recipe video. If you guys miss our cooking recipe kind of videos, you can check them out on Rez's Instagram highlights. So she's doing some on Instagram story, and then she saves it onto her highlights. A lot of you guys said that you guys tested out a few of them and you guys really liked it. So if you don't know, I actually done a video like this a few months ago, at least 6 months ago probably. Not like this, but it's a video. It's called Cooking for My Wife with No Help. So I actually cooked Nando's kind of style chicken at home. Obviously a lot easier. You just have the seasonings ready and then you can just grill chicken and chips, so it's fine. That's a lot easier. If you guys want to watch that, you can watch it after this video, so it'll be linked in the description. But this is going to be cooking my wife's favorite food, and it's going to be a lot harder, a lot more complicated, not stuff that I'm used to. I'm used to a lot more grilled chicken kind of style, isn't it?
Even I haven't cooked shepherd's pie before.
You haven't?
I don't think so. I don't remember cooking it. My mum always cooks it and she cooks it so nicely, but I don't remember me cooking it ever.
Yeah, I've had Rez's mum shepherd's pie. It's really nice. She makes,
yummy.
Yeah, she makes a lot of like English dishes as well. It's so nice. But this is gonna be my first time cooking it, so it's gonna be really weird. Before this video starts, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I'm gonna start saying that at the beginning of every video now, because a lot of you guys might not watch to the end. So if you're watching, make sure you like and subscribe. And by the end of this year, we're trying to hit at least 10,000 subscribers. I know a lot of you guys are watching without subscribing, so make sure you subscribe. So I'm gonna get to cooking now. No help from Rez. No
I will be looking over him.
Yeah, she'll be looking from a distance. She's not gonna be there like she always is. So I have the ingredients prepped right now. I prepared them, so I'm gonna show you guys now. So guys, I'm going to show you guys what I'm working with. By the way, if you didn't know, most of the audience on this channel is actually more female than male. If you guys think, why does he keep saying guys? When I mean guys and girls. I just really, like, it's just a habit of saying guys. So I'm going to show you guys. So what I'm working with, if you guys want to make this, so a cube of garlic and ginger. We've got 2 chopped up onions. This is one really big carrot. What I done is I kind of didn't dice it up, but I kind of sliced it up. We got half an orange pepper and like quarter of a yellow pepper. And then we're going to be working with this jar of shepherd's pie cooking sauce. I thought this looked a bit weird, but when I smell it, it smells like shepherd's pie. So what else? What's this? So some mixed vegetables, frozen one. I'm gonna add a little bit in, even though I have all these veggies. I think it will look cool with a little bit of green stuff. And then I have 5 chopped up and peeled potatoes. So I'm gonna turn that on actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some salt. Oh, maybe that's too much. I'm gonna put the water in there. So what I'm gonna do is let this boil and become kind of like mashed potato, and then I'm gonna get started on the onions over here. And if you're wondering where the meat is, we're going to be using chicken mince for this, because Rez doesn't like beef or lamb mince, so we're going to be working with chicken mince here. So this is how much we're using. I actually don't know how much it is in terms of weight, but it's not actually much. We're going to make a really small dish. Okay, so I added about 10 to 12 tablespoons of olive oil, and then I'm going to add only the onions in. So because it's just me here recording, I can't really multitask, so I'm going to show you guys when it's in there. So it's going to get a bit noisy in here. So I'm just going to give, wow, so loud. I'm just going to give the onions a good mix. And I'm just going to let it cook until it looks like it's cooked. And then I'm going to add this in. Now, I'm going to add this block of ginger and garlic in. And then I'm going to sprinkle some salt. Cover it up and leave it in there to melt. Keep mixing it. So it looks like it's burning, so gonna add some kettle water and then give it a mix. Let the onions soften up, I guess. I think I'll add a bit more. Maybe that's a bit too much, but let's see how it looks at the end. Okay, so I ended up adding some more water because the onions looked like the water just kept disappearing. So I got this little mashed potato looking thing. I'm gonna need this for mash. So I'm gonna just break up the onions, I guess. Okay, so now that I mashed it up, I'm gonna just put a lid on it and just put the heat Yeah, I put it on number 4. So I'm going to just let it cook a bit more, and I'm going to add in the chicken. So this is how it looks after like 2-3 minutes. For some reason it is so steamy in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the chicken mince and plop it in. I'm not used to cooking chicken mince or even looking at chicken mince until I married Rez. Otherwise I probably never even had chicken mince other than in samosas. We used to always eat the lamb or beef one. So I'm going to just give it a mix until it cooks a little bit, and then I'm going to add in some veggies. And I forgot to mention, I put on number 6 now so that it cooks more, and I accidentally put carrot in, but let's leave it. So I put on number 6 so it can cook more and all the waters and juices can come out, so then I could finally add the flavors. So as you can see, the chicken mince is cooking. Look how much juice is coming out of it. So I'm going to wait for the juice to suck up, and then the potatoes. Don't forget about your potatoes if you're making this. Oh, so steamy. So how would you know if your potatoes are done? Just get a fork, and if you can slice through the potato really nicely and really easily, then it's done. So these ones are done now. Okay, so I made them swap sides because this is taking a lot longer than it should, or than I expected, for the juice to come out. So I drained the potatoes. What I'm going to do is just mash them up as much as I can. If Rez was here, she'd probably think like, what the hell are you doing? You're not supposed to do it like this, but I'm going to do it my way. So I'm going to do it like this. Even though the heat is turned off, I will turn it on. Okay, so I'm scared to burn this, so I put on number 1, and I added 1 tablespoon of butter. So I think I might need a little bit later, but I'm going to use this for now. And then we don't drink blue milk no more, so we got the green one. So we're going to add some of this. Okay, so I just added in like this much milk. I think that would be like a quarter of a glass. So I'm just going to keep mashing it up now, and then I'm going to give you guys some progress. Okay, so I added these carrots in that I cut up. The reason why I added it now, even though there's a bit of juice, but I added it in because these carrots are raw. They're not like already cooked. Or peppers, they will cook a lot quicker. So I just added in the carrots, and then I'm going to let it cook a bit more. Then I added my flavors. To my mash, I added in a few more, like 2 more little drops of milk, and I added a tablespoon more butter. And then right now, the black stuff you can see is black pepper. So I just sprinkled some black pepper and some salt. So this is how it's looking so far. So you just got to keep mashing it until it looks really, really smooth. Okay guys, so for the mash, I'm just going to do a little taste test. So that's nice. You don't want to add too much salt, because when you're cooking the... Why is this open? Why do I always leave everything wide open and Rez comes and bangs her head on it? So you don't want to add too much salt, because when you're cooking the chicken, there's going to be a lot more salt, so you don't want it to be too salty. Chicken is now done. I can add some flavors finally. Okay, so I'm going to add in 2 of these. Ah, almost burnt myself. Okay, so I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of this. So I'm going to add a little bit of this. I don't want it to be too yellow. So this is how it's looking. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of this. So I don't really know what these do. I know what chili powder does. I know what this makes it kind of yellow, but I don't really know what the rest do. And I think I'll add in half a spoon, like this much of this. So this is our little spice thingy. And then give it a good mix. Let the flavors get a little bit more in there. Okay, so it's looking really, really dry. So I'm going to pour some more in. So now that I added some more, it's not looking as dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to do this one hand. So get the frozen veggies. Okay, I can't multitask. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to add in like this much. I already have all my veggies here. I'm going to add the peppers a bit later because I don't want them to like become like mashed potato. So I added a little bit more just for a bit of colour, and so it tastes a bit nicer. So just give it a good mix. And I guess just let the veggies soften up. Just so it can soften up, I'm going to put it on number 4. I don't want to leave it too high. So I guess we'll just wait for the veggies to soften up a little bit from now. And the mash is all done now. So I just put it to the side, let it cool down, let it do whatever it wants. So let's wait. Now I'm going to add in all of my peppers. I feel like the frozen veggies and the other veggies have definitely softened up. So I'm going to add this in. Give it a mix, and then I'm going to wait a little bit and then do a little taste test to make sure everything's okay. Okay, so it's drying up a lot now, but I'm not going to add any more water. I just put the heat a little bit more down, so on low heat. And then I got a bit of veggies, I got a bit of chicken, I got a bit of everything. Kind of flavourless, so I think I might add a bit more salt. It actually is lacking a lot of salt, so I'm going to add some salt in. The sauce probably might have some other flavours and salt in it as well, but we need to make sure the salt's at least decent, I guess. Okay, so I think it's lacking some flavour, so I'm just going to add a bit more of everything. So I'm going to add this much curry powder, a bit more chili powder, a touch of turmeric. I don't know which one I used last time, I think like this one. So I add a bit more of this actually. So I added a bit more curry powder, and now I'm going to add some ground black pepper. Okay, so I added in a bit more curry powder and some black pepper. So give it a mix. And then I'm going to add in a bit more water because it's really dry now. I'm going to put the heat up as well so the water can disappear. A bit more water maybe. Give it a mix, and then I guess I'll just do another taste test to make sure it's perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little taste test. We've got Rez down there. She looked at it and she said she wants some sweet corn. So let's just do a little taste test. So I think the water ate up all the salt.
And the veggies take up a lot of salt.
The veggies take out all the salt?
Yeah, the veggies.
The wedgies, why that's the wedgies? Okay, so Red's gonna, whoa, is that how much you want?
Oh, no, I didn't want that much.
Okay, so we just have to do with this much sweet corn. That's what happens when people love sweet corn, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook a little, maybe for like another 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna dash in the sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna add in this jar now. This has a lot more flavors as well, so just add in the whole jar. So I put it on number 5 on one of the highest heats, and I'm just gonna cover it now and let the flavor sink in there. So far it's looking good, and then just give it a mix in between. Okay, so this is how the mince, or the, what do I call this, chicken is looking so far. I'm going to turn it off because it's really spitting and I don't want it to be too dry. I'm going to put in some garlic bread for Red as well, and then we got the mash. So I'm going to prepare this dish, and then you guys will see it layer after layer. The Red has just come and look at it, and she said she doesn't think it's a good idea to do layer after layer. So I'm just going to do one layer of this whole thing and then one layer of potato. So I'm going to be using some red Leicester cheese. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit, and then I'm going to put the potato, and then I'll show you guys. Before I prepare this whole thing, I'm going to preheat the oven, and I'm going to put it on 200 degrees, and then when it heats up and I put this in, it'll cook really nicely. Okay, so I just emptied out the mash and I put it on the top. I didn't realize how hard it is to do that without trying to like dip it in. So what I'm going to do now with a fork is try and balance it out without going too deep inside and like sinking the potato. Corners exposed. It doesn't have to be perfect because the cheese is also going to go onto the top. Okay, so I done this, and Red's going to step in now because she's a perfectionist, so you can come and do this. Look how perfect this look, guys, and she still wants to come and perfect it more. Okay, let's see the difference that you make to this. I can't show Rez, by the way, she's not wearing a scarf, but I'm going to show what she does. Okay, so this is the difference that Rez made. She flattened it a bit more. It's a lot harder to do in the beginning, so this is how it looks. I can't believe that we're cooking such a big portion. This is like at least like a family of like 4, 5, 6 portion, or maybe even more if there's lots of kids, isn't it? Yeah, so I can't believe that we're actually making this portion. I'm on a diet, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to eat. So we got Rez over here. Do you want to record when I put the cheese on? Why are you so far away? Okay, so we'll do a little cheese ASMR. Oh, wrong side of the grater. Apparently you grate cheese like this, according to Rez. So we're going to sprinkle some red Leicester cheese on the top.
Look at carrots.
Yeah, it looks like grated carrots. So let's just put it everywhere. Okay, so after Rez perfected it, this is how it looks now. Now we're about to put it into the oven at the same temperature, or maybe a bit higher. So this is how it looks now, and at the end you guys will see how it looks. Okay, so this looks really, really nice. Does it smell nice? Does it look nice?
Yeah, it smells so good. It looks so good.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that golden, but I think it's the red Leicester, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you use mozzarella or any type of like white coloured cheese, then it will look different. But this is
probably go like that as well.
Yeah, but I feel like the goldenness comes from that. Okay, so if you're wondering, I have some salad. Red has some coleslaw and some garlic bread.
This is a 10 out of 10.
Really?
It's delicious. Also because it's one of my favourite meals to have. Does I love it even more. It tastes so good.
Yeah, it does.
Well done. You've done so well.
Yeah, it's my first time making shepherd's pie. Rez hasn't even made shepherd's pie.
I haven't even made it.
So this is me making shepherd's pie. My wife's favourite meal, one of her favourite meals, with no help. She did kind of little bit help towards the end, and just perfecting the little mash and stuff like that. So if you guys make this recipe, a lot of you guys always say you miss out cooking videos, when are you gonna do more? So this is a type of cooking video. If you make this recipe, comment down below, let us know how it goes, or message us on Instagram. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. How is it? You like it? Perfect. How much? 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10?
For real.
For real?
It tastes so yummy.
Okay, let me see if it's actually...
And it's got that Asian spice in it too, so it makes it even more delicious.
Yeah, that's kind of what we wanted as well.
Delicious. Why is there more smoke coming out of yours than mine?
I know. I think it's... Okay, I don't actually know. But it does have that hint of like spice a little bit.
It hits a little, but it's nice. Yeah. It's a nice spice.
Yeah, so if you try this, let us know down in the comments below. Message us, let us know. And if you guys want to see more cooking videos or Rez's recipes, comment down below that you guys like watching these cooking videos, and we'll do them for you guys. So don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. As you know, at the end of every single video, I give a comment shout out to my favourite comment from the last video. So this video's comment shout out goes out to RiTZand and Malik. Thanks for liking and commenting the last video. If you want a comment shout out, leave a nice positive comment down below, and I might give you a comment shout out in the next video. So thank you guys for watching. That was a little taste test, so we're not going to eat me on camera. But if you want to make something like this, then follow the video, follow the recipe, and I showed as much as I could. Anything? Okay, so don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time, and peace.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more. Girl, I think I'm losing my mind. Try to go to work, but I lost track of time. 'Cause everyone keep looking like you.